morning. It is Friday, May 19th, and I thought I would bring you guys along on my day. Oh, I am stiff. Oh, well, let's get started. I haven't used this mug in a long time. It was like one of the ones in the back of my cabinet, but I thought today I should use it. The big thing today is I am going to go into campus. I did reserve one of the study rooms, which I know you guys are probably like, you've got an office. I'm like, yes, but my office doesn't have whiteboards, and there's a weird philosophical, not really philosophical, but basic thermo question that we've been having a problem with. So gotta do that, gotta fix that up, and then work actually on my paper, because I think that's the big thing. I've got some things that I'm going to set up so it can run over the weekend and I can just ignore it, really, because if I don't, I'll just be spending my entire weekend hunched over my laptop trying to download the test, because that's what always happens. But yeah, I'm just right now wanting to drink my coffee. I'm annoyed because I've been weighing myself and my weight has not gone down at all, and I've been counting and I've been trying to, I think I've been staying under calories. Sometimes, when you have to self-report things, you're like, I don't know, but I have been working hard on that, and I'm just I hope a portion of it is truly just water weight from the summer heat, because I also have been I've been drinking some water. That's the other thing, is I should be drinking more, although I do I chug down probably 24 ounce cup yesterday, just slurped it all up, hoping that's part of it, because I'm thinking about it, I'm yeah, most I have not been over that I know of, even on days where I've done crazy amounts of working out. Starting to make a smoothie bowl. I don't think I'll record the actual blending because that's going to be loud and hard to do when it's just yourself. So this is my breakfast. As you guys can see, it's an acai bowl, and I've got peaches, blueberries, blackberries, and of course the acai with some peanut butter, granola, and I put a splash of milk in the smoothie bowl while I was blending it. So I am pretty pumped because, as you guys know, I love acai bowls, so this will be delicious. The morning is coming along. As you can see, I'm dressed. I've got one of my black shirts on, and I'm about to put on sunscreen, which is predominantly, whoops, there goes some of my tinted moisturizer, but I've got the Native sunscreen, and I was just gonna put this on my face. And then I've got this one, which doesn't smell great, but I'm just trying to use it up. Put it on my arms and legs to just protect everything, because as you guys can see, I'm pasty. And while I can tan, I had a cousin who got melanoma, and I'm just worried that of course I'd get it too, because we're related, although his father side, because we're related through his mother, my father, but then his father, really bad genes, so I'm hopefully you got that more because of your dad's side than your mom's side, but just to be on the safe side. So the sunscreen is on. Now I just need to make my lunch, and then we are heading out. So I have left my apartment and I'm heading towards the library. I had to make myself some lunch, but yeah, ready to head out and really get hold of my day. So that's great. You can kind of see the emptiness of campus. Yeah, not a lot's been going on here, but that's kind of to be expected with the summer. So I'm in the office space. This is just kind of a basic study room. However, I just finished the Vlogbrothers video that Hank just posted, Now I'm like semi-emotional from it because also I have a parasocial relationship with them since I've been watching them since I was 14. I'm 25 now, which is kind of crazy because that means I've been watching them for over 10 years. They have really shaped how I approach the world, and just finding out that Hank has cancer and I've already been going through emotions generally about like this feeling of dread. Generally, I'm not saying this dread is because of him, but just generally this like dread and hypochondria that I'm like, oh my gosh. And I know I'm trying to make everything sound like it's about me, but this is just kind of crazy because you never think about it until it happens. And I'm just kind of reeling from it again. I know it's a parasocial relationship and I shouldn't be so attached, but also, like I said, they have been so influential in my life, and yeah, I don't think I wouldn't be me if I hadn't been aware of them. So it's kind of crazy, and yeah, just not something I expected today. And I am just sending Hank all of the thoughts that I can and like hoping everything goes well. So I can't believe I did this. I forgot to pack my charger for my laptop. I know exactly where it is. I just didn't even think about it until my laptop's at like 30%, but I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. I can't believe I forgot it. So that is very annoying. And it means that like I was gonna go after this stuff, go run a errand and then go home, and initially I was like, yeah, I won't do anything, but it means I'm gonna have to do more work, which just means I'm gonna be sitting out in front of my apartment doing this work. So I'm just eating my lunch. It's just a tortilla with the peanut butter in it, and I've got some different fruits. Right now I'm just annoyed because like I don't know what's going on with my work. Things just vary so much as like certain things go on, and I'm almost curious what would happen if I added the Sterling approximation. There's one extra thing with it to see, although it's supposed to be only for like really low numbers, but I don't know because there's like fractional stuff, like what's going on. So like I'm gonna try it out to see. Like you can see I've been writing on the board, and it's just kind of like I've got two different results. One gives me 20, the other one, if I do it just like purely from that one, let's see if I zoom in. Yeah, see, that's supposed to be equivalent to like 68, but then if I worked through it all, I end up getting 20, so I know something is off. So I tried from a different perspective. I think this part I got incorrect though, so I'm gonna try it one more time because then I end up getting a value in the 200s, which is really off. I just know that. So I've been going back around in circles on this, but I think over here I'm maybe getting a breakthrough. I'm gonna test it just with the numbers I have originally to see how it goes, and then see if I can also actually figure it out symbolically. So the previous work I did gave me the other answer. This one gives me closer to what I have gotten using other properties, so I really just don't know. So because I am struggling to get this other work done, I have just started on this, like the SWE rapid fire competition, because I kind of want to do it. So I've been just writing out all of my thoughts and like my idea for what my research and what I was going to talk about for it. So I've written up some more about what I think I'm going to talk about when I do the rapid fire. And then as you guys can see here, this is all stuff that I plan to do this weekend. Probably, or like today / times tomorrow and Sunday, just when I feel like, okay, this is a good time to sit down and do XYZ, because yeah, so much writing, and it's all stuff that's like, that's been what I was working on. It's just like one last thing. These things just need to get sent out and do those calculations for. This is something that I've been thinking about doing, this like quasi-harmonics. And as you guys can see, I need to get the wave cards. The wave cards are those really insanely large files that are like, oh yeah, this is going to be like, I think for these samples, it's only going to be about 4 gigabytes, which is, I can't believe now I'm like, that's not that bad, because other files that I've been dealing with the same system, but like at a different time, much worse. And then just like getting some samples set up and doing experiments. So you can see here this experiment with FNOP3, or however it's pronounced. I use it with this molybdenum tantalum tungsten because that one is easier. It's a little bit of a less complicated system, and it doesn't take as long to run those calculations, so I can set them up faster and test it to make sure everything works when comparing it to the example that they give us, usually from the website. And then this stuff has been things that I've been reading up on, and I like the idea of using this. It's a different form of a quasi-harmonic using the Fourier transformation, which I'm actually not super familiar how to utilize Fourier transformations, but I can do that instead of this quasi-harmonics calculation, which requires 5 samples. This one would only require 3. And then I just need to set up this MATLAB code because I've been staring at that equation for a while, and when I actually tried to write it out, it was a lot worse than I thought it was. I'm off to Kroger's. It's only like 2:15ish, but at this point I was like, can't do anything with my laptop, pretty much dead, so I planned on getting these it's not a lot of groceries, it's like 2 things, but go there, get the stuff, and then walk home so I get a bit of exercise in. I'm walking back from Kroger's. I picked up some chips. It was the Voodoo chips, but the thin version, so try those out because I adore Voodoo chips. A beer from a brewery around here that's not bad. I just haven't tried this one yet. And then some more Crystal Light and mint, so I can make mint sweet tea, or maybe try making like a mint julep or something. But yeah, walking around here, a lot of people are working on the yards because this is an area where everybody's probably moved out. Also, when I mean everybody's moved out, I mean the tenants have moved out and the landlords are the ones working on the yards and getting all of the houses around here ready for the next school year. Finally back home. It's one of those things where I pretty much immediately after I got home ended up having a phone call with one of my sisters, and we talked for probably about 30 minutes, which was good. She is exhausted because she also works in academia, more on the administration side, and like they just had the commencement at the university that she was at. Yeah, and I've just been slowly starting to get some more work done again. It's been God, I'm just tired, and I'm like, I kind of want it to be the weekend, but like I never really truly have a weekend most of the time because I end up just doing work sporadically because that's just how my brain works, and the fact that it never really left school. And so even when I was like in middle school through high school and college, I still would do some sort of work on the weekends, so that's kind of how my brain just is functioned. So my meals right now have seemingly been almost entirely just let's clear out the fridge, because right now I'm finishing off the last of some hummus I have from Target. These baby bell peppers that I had purchased like over a week ago, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. I've had them for a while, and I'm just finishing them up right now. And some of the baby carrots. I already ate, God, probably 3 servings of the Voodoo chips that were like the thin ones, and I'm like, you're not eating anymore because you know what? I already eat too many of them, and right now I'm like, you know what? It's Friday, I'm not logging it. I don't care. I logged a lot today, and I did my like long walk, which I know you can never work out a bad diet, but also right now I'm kind of just playing it by ear. If this is a net zero day, totally fine with that for my calories. It is like almost 10:30 now, and I am just gonna get a shower and go to bed, and I'll edit this video in the morning. After last we spoke with dinner, I mostly ended up just doing some calculations and it was just setting them up and setting them off because there was space on the supercomputer, so that's what I did, so I can just run over the weekend and I don't have to think about it at all, because these tests take about a day, because in the whole calculation they have to do 162 steps. So in this case what happens is, because there are 54 atoms, they move them in each direction. Yeah, it's got 162 degrees of freedom because there is absolutely no symmetry in this thing, because with high entropy alloys or multi-principal element alloys, whatever the heck you want to call them, with them you end up breaking symmetry completely. There is theoretical symmetry when you look at certain graphs and everything, but in, like, on the crystallographic scale, there isn't actually any symmetry. I just kind of did that and just laid here because I had walked almost like 10,000 steps. I don't even know if I actually walked to the 10,000 steps. Okay, yes, I have actually walked over 10,000 steps today, because, yeah, of walking to the grocery store and then back. God, I'm tired. But I'm also happy just to go to bed, and I'll edit this tomorrow. Let me sit up for this last. Nope. Okay. So, all things considered, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.